Hey everyone. I am Nurse Tricia, and I'm so glad you're here today. I want to start with a question. When was the last time you chose yourself without feeling guilty? Take a moment and really think about that. Not choosing yourself after you finish taking care of everyone else. Not after the house was clean. Not after work. Not after everyone else's needs were met. I mean, really choosing yourself simply because you matter. For many women, that is a difficult question to answer because somewhere along the way, we were taught that putting ourselves first was selfish. We learned to be the caregiver, the fixer, the peacemaker, the strong one, the dependable one. And while those beautiful qualities, they are beautiful qualities, they often come with a hidden cost. We stop taking care of ourselves. As a nurse, I have spent over 20 years caring for other people. And I have seen firsthand what happens when people ignore their own needs for too long. I've also lived it. I've walked through trauma. I have survived cardiac arrest. I have experienced burnout. I've been the woman who kept showing up even when I was running on empty. So when I tell you that choosing yourself matters, I'm not speaking from theory. I am speaking from experience. Here is something I have learned. Most women do not wake up one morning and decide to neglect themselves. It happens little by little. You skip breakfast because you're busy. You ignore your exhaustion because people are counting on you. You postpone your doctor's appointment. You say yes when you really wanted to say no. You stop doing the things that once brought you joy. One small decision, repeated again and again and again. Until one day you wake up and wonder, when did I disappear? But here's the beautiful part. The same way we slowly drift away from ourselves, we can slowly find ourselves again. Healing does not usually begin with one giant breakthrough. It begins with one small decision, one healthy meal, one extra glass of water, an evening of better sleep, one walk around the neighborhood, one therapy appointment, one trauma yoga class, one honest conversation, one boundary, one prayer, one moment of saying, I matter too. We often think transformation must be dramatic, but some of the greatest changes in our lives happen quietly, one choice at a time. Repeated consistency. That is how confidence grows. That is how healing begins. That is how habits are formed. That's how purpose is rediscovered. Think about planting a seed. You do not plant it today and expect a tree tomorrow. You water it, you care for it, you give it sunlight. Day after day, eventually something begins to grow. Our lives work the same way. Small decisions repeated consistently produce lasting change. Sometimes women tell me, I just don't know where to start. Can I encourage you today? You do not have to figure it out in the next 5 years. You don't have to have it all figured out in the next 5 years. You don't have to have it all figured out in the next month. You only need to decide what your next healthy step is. Maybe your next step is drinking more water. Maybe it's going to bed earlier. Maybe it's asking for help. Maybe it's forgiving yourself. Maybe it's finally believing that you deserve peace. Small steps matter. One of the things I love about nursing is that healing rarely happens all at once. A patient improves little by little. One treatment, one medication, one day at a time. Healing is a process. Life is a process too. Give yourself permission to grow gradually. Can I be honest? Choosing yourself may feel uncomfortable at first. People may not understand, and that's okay. Especially if they are used to you always saying yes. They may question your new boundaries. They may expect you to keep carrying everything. Fight it, y'all. Don't stop. Keep going with your boundaries. They are for you. They are for your benefit. But choosing yourself does not mean you love others less. It means you are finally recognizing that you deserve care too. And that's important. You cannot continue pouring from an empty cup. Eventually, something must pour back into you. That is why I practice what I teach. I go to trauma therapy. I attend trauma yoga. I make time for my own healing, not because I'm broken, but because I believe healing is a lifelong journey. As Nurse Tricia, I never want to ask someone else to do something I'm not willing to do myself. We are all growing. We are all learning. We are all healing, one decision at a time. So, today, I want to leave you with 3 questions. The first question is, what is one thing you have been putting off that your future self would thank you for? The second question, what is one unhealthy habit you are ready to replace? Now, and the third question is, what is one small decision you can make today that moves you closer to the life you want? Not tomorrow, but today. Because your future is not built by one giant leap. It is built by the small choices that you make every single day. If you have been waiting for the perfect time to begin, this is your reminder. You do not need to be, it does not have to have perfect circumstances. Everything doesn't have to be all lined up. You just need one willing heart, one small step, one decision to believe that your healing matters, that your peace matters, that your purpose matters, and that you matter. That is exactly why I created What's Coming Next. Because I know what it is like to feel stuck. I know what it's like to wonder where to begin. And I wanted to create something that would help women take those first intentional steps toward healing, clarity, and lasting change. I am so excited to share it with you very soon. But until then, I want to encourage you to make one small choice today that honors your mind, your body, and your spirit. Remember, there is absolutely no shame in choosing yourself. And there is no shame in healing, and there is no shame in beginning again. I am a Nurse Tricia. Thank you for spending a little time with me. Take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. And if ain't nobody told you they love you today, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about that. Until then, until the next time, I'll see you soon.